Nearly 3,000 delegates from 54 African countries and beyond are here in Lomé, Togo for the African Union Extraordinary Summit on Maritime Security and Development, which has as its focus the mapping out of an African strategy for the protection of the continent's seas. The target here is to provide peace, security and stability, and to make African maritime space the key driver for sustainable economic development on the continent through collective agreement.
We need to define rules and regulations, to define appropriate mechanisms that will translate into action our common will to act in a methodic and concerted fashion.
But for this to happen, Africa needs to run like a cheetah. UN Economic Commission Executive Secretary says, prepared for the worst while expecting the best, amidst major challenges unlisted by the chairperson of the Regional Commission.
Africa needs to own an African fleet of vessels, and that we should work towards African products being transported by Africa's own vessels.
What we need is a much deeper understanding of the transformation that is required by the continent. And that transformation can be well represented by the fastest moving animal on earth. Happens to be African, and that is the cheetah.
All African countries here present adopted and signed a charter on maritime safety, security and development in what the President of Chad and Vice President of Nigeria say is a big achievement for Africa's development.
The outcome that we have obtained during this extraordinary session demonstrates our capacity and commitment to mobilize ourselves in order to face the different and multiple challenges and threats to our continent.
One of the critical things here, of course, is that we've been able to get everyone to agree, which by itself is a very major step. It, of course, enjoins every African country to provide certain services, certain armed services in their own locality.
Vast potentials of Africa's blue economy cannot be left to the criminal tendencies of pirates and smugglers, nor to uncoordinated and unmonitored operations. Millions of jobs can be created and billions of dollars realized with appropriate planning. That is what the Maritime Security Charter signed here today by African heads of states is set to achieve. Omelogo Nadia reporting from Lomé, Togo for Channels Television News.